Hey everyone, so I'm back again for another video. This time around I have another collection to show you guys. This is going to be my updated GameCube Collection video. I am going to start out with one sort of big box game, then I'm going to go into my complete games collection, and I'm going to end off with my sort of incomplete games. So starting out here, I have Odama in the big box. It's not in the best condition here. But I got it for about $6, and it comes with the microphone attachment as well. So I thought I'd go ahead and get that, since I like to collect accessories and weird controllers and stuff like that as well. Next up is the big bulk of my collection as my complete games. So starting out here, I have a PAL region game. It's Mario Power Tennis. I got this at a thrift store for $5, I believe it was, and it was complete inside, and it's in mint condition as well, so I went ahead and I grabbed that. And I believe it is the Spanish edition, but that's no big deal. Next up are the North American games here. First up is Animal Crossing, along with the memory card inside. Sonic Mega Collection, Star Fox Adventures, Super Monkey Ball, Super Monkey Ball 2, and those were all my Player's Choice complete games. And then here are my Black Label complete games. Bomberman Jetters, just a Bomberman game, but it's in a 3D, a sort of a 3D Bomberman game. Call of Duty Big Red One. Donkey Konga. Got this because I wanted to use the Donkey Kong bongo controllers, and it's a rhythm-based game, and I like those kinds of games. Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Got this dirt cheap. It's a Dragon Ball Z game, and it's a fighting game, as most Dragon Ball Z games are, so I had to go ahead and get that as well. F-Zero GX. I have to say some of the earlier F-Zero games are not as fun for me, especially to control, but F-Zero GX is lots of fun for me. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This one I got it along with a system that I ended up reselling, but I kept the game. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Harvest Moon is a series that I just don't have the time for because it takes a lot of effort, and I don't really have an interest in farming, but eventually I will have to give the time of day to a Harvest Moon game, either this or one of the Rune Factory games. Next is The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. It's a sequel to the movie as well as the first Incredibles game. And Television Lives. Again, I like buying these sort of collection video games, and when you can have a whole bunch of classic games on one disc, that's just what I go for. This one here has over 60 classic Intellivision games. They're pretty basic games from what you can tell back there. They're 8-bit, but even less than that, I believe. In some instances, and they're just very basic but easy to sort of pick up and learn. Next is a game that I wish I had the big box for it. I don't, but at least I have it. It's The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, and I have to say that I prefer this over The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords that was part of A Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance cartridge. But, yeah, I still like the Zelda series. And I did like that one as well, but this one I liked a little bit better. Next is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. It's the promotional disc that was given, I believe, with a pre-order for The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I believe, I'm not entirely certain. I know there was one other promotional disc out there, but this is the only promotional disc that I have. Still looking for that collector's edition disc, I believe it was called. Anyways, and then The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Now, I bought this game disc only first, and the disc I had gotten it for I think about $3. But then I found a complete copy at a Value Village for $7.99, and I went ahead and I grabbed that, and I ended up selling the other disc that was, sorry, the disc that was in here, and I kept the disc that I had from before because it was in better condition. I sold this disc, well, I actually traded it for about $30 of credit. Next is Lego Star Wars, the video game. The only one that I have finished was on the DS, and I believe it was the complete saga or something like that. But yeah, the Lego Star Wars games I'm more likely to go to than any other Lego games, but I don't necessarily like the Lego video games. Next is a game based on a movie that was based on a series of books that I sort of enjoyed, but the game and the movie were just not that great. It's Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, and Jim Carrey plays their evil uncle or whatever in this, but it's just a terrible game movie, and it kind of ruined the story in the books for me as well. Next is Looney Tunes Back in Action, and I believe this was also the name of the movie with Brendan Fraser from like 2005, 2006. I believe it was 2005. But yeah, I really haven't gone around to playing this yet, and I'm not sure if I will be playing that anytime soon. Next is one of my more favorite additions to a series, and that is Mario Kart Double Dash. And this is the special edition as well. It comes with the bonus disc for, honestly, I do not know what's on the bonus disc. I've never checked it out. But yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash. I liked this one and Mario Kart on the DS the most. This one I liked because you had two characters on your cart and you sort of switched them around to shoot out attacks and stuff like that. Next is another game in a series that I played the most. It's Mario Party 4. I played this one repeatedly over and over again, and in fact, I believe my disc on this one is a little bit chipped on the one side. It still plays. It sucks that it's kind of chipped, but again, it still plays. And I've actually not played any of the Mario Party games since Mario Party 4. I haven't even played Mario Party DS, even though I own that. And I haven't played Mario Party Island Tour on the 3DS either, or any of the Wii, or even a later GameCube Mario Party games either, even though I do have one other later Mario Party game. Next is Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. It's a sort of fighting game, but you play as Marvel superheroes or villains, whichever one you want to choose. And it's kind of interesting, but yeah, it has a kind of storyline to it, but it's not that important. Next is Mega Man Network Transmission. This one here has characters from the Mega Man Battle Network TV show, I believe it was called. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to playing this yet, but I recognized the characters, and I had to grab it. It was dirt cheap as well. Next is Metroid Prime, the first 3D Metroid game. I have not played it yet. I did pick it up recently, though. Not very recently, but I believe a little bit over a month ago. I just haven't had the time to get to it yet. I've been playing Metroid Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advanced, so that's what I've been playing mostly when it comes to the Metroid series. And next in the stack is Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc. I tried playing this. This is one of the games that I have had since I first got the GameCube. I could never figure it out when I was younger, and I've just never gone back to it just because of those memories. It's, Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena. I don't have much to say about this, even though I've owned it for, I think, a little bit over a decade. Next are two Naruto games. First one is Naruto Clash of Ninja, and the next one is Clash of Ninja 2. They're both fighting games where you get to fight as your favorite Naruto anime characters. There's a story mode as well, but who cares? It's a fighting game with familiar characters, so I had to get them. And I got them together off of a Kijiji deal. I think I paid like $10 for the two of them. Next is a game, well actually, the next two games, I got them because they're both part of one of my main collections, and that is Pokemon. The first one is Pokemon Channel, and the second one is Pokemon Colosseum. I'm missing the two other GameCube Pokemon games, and that is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Box. Both of which elude me just because Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is still popular and the price is still high because of that. And Pokemon Box is just extremely rare and nobody has it. And when I do find it, it's usually priced at over $100, sometimes even over $150. Anyways, Pokemon Channel comes with a couple of mini games as well as a couple of the Pokemon mini games. The Pokemon mini was a little tiny handheld that I have in a box there. The games were just basic LCD games with just black and white images, but they were pretty fun. And you can also connect the e-reader to this and swipe some cards that came bundled with this. They're actually part of the manual over here, but I do not have any intention of taking those out because I want it to be all complete in there. And the other one is Pokemon Colosseum. Still haven't gotten around to playing this just because I always get consumed by main series Pokemon games. Next is Rayman Arena. It's Rayman. Not much can be said. There's tons of Rayman games out there. It's just standard platformer. Robotech Battlecry. I picked this up relatively recently. Still haven't had a chance to play it, but it just looks like a mech shooter. Can't say much about that either. Resident Evil 4. Now, this is the version of the game that I wanted to get the most. If you see my Wii collection video as well, you will know that I have the Wii version of Resident Evil 4, and there is also a PS2 version, but I wanted to get the GameCube version just because I want to play it using the GameCube controller. But yeah, that's all I can say about it, really. It's the best, most favorited Resident Evil game in the entire series of Resident Evil games. And yeah, everyone says this was the last best Resident Evil game. Shadow the Hedgehog. After the Dreamcast went under, there were just a glut of Sonic games being released on other consoles, and a lot of them were not that great, and all I can really say is Shadow has a gun. It's not that great. It's not really worth playing. Another game that's definitely not worth playing, it's a licensed game, it's Shrek 2. I only got this because they had it at EB Games for like 99 cents, something like that. And sadly, it does not have special promotional item that was supposed to be inside of here. Doesn't really matter though. It was supposed to be a coupon for Baskin Robbins ice cream inside here, but it's wildly out of date by now. Next is Soul Calibur 2, my favorite Soul Calibur. I did enjoy the first Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast, but I do like Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube as well because you get to play as Link. Now, Soul Calibur 2 was a multi-platform release, and each platform version had its own exclusive character as well. And Nintendo had Link, and then I forget who Xbox and PS2 had. I think PS2 had Heihachi from Tekken or something like that, and the Xbox version had Spawn, I believe. Next is a game that I've had since I got the system. Actually, it's the game that I got with the system. It's Super Mario Sunshine. It's the not-for-resale edition, if that even matters. And I have to say, to this day, I still haven't finished this game. I intend to finish this sometime soon, if I can just stop getting distracted by other games, but it's just very sad that I still haven't finished this game after a dozen years. I really can't say anything special about this game. Swingers Golf. It's golf with cartoony characters. Tak, the Great Juju Challenge. There's also Tak and the Power of Juju, or something like that. They also made a TV show based on this game, or the TV show came first and then the game. Can't say much else. I have not played it yet. I got it dirt cheap with the intention of playing it, but I have not gotten around to playing it yet. And that's the story for a lot of my games, really. Next up is an RPG that I actually really liked. It's been re-released as part of a collection on the PS3. It is Tales of Symphonia. It is actually the only Tales game that I own. I'm happy to own this at least, though, because, well, it's Tales of Symphonia. It's a really, really good RPG, good action RPG, and it's just epic. It's a very long game, and I've still yet to finish it, but hopefully one day I'll be able to finish it. And I got it for just $20, which I thought was an amazing price, considering that it usually goes for a lot more than that, and it was 100% complete inside. I'm going to try to speed this up because I'm nearing 20 minutes already, and I still have another stack of games to go through, so I'll just get through these last few games as soon as I possibly can. Teen Titans, it was a multi-platform release. Tetris Worlds, again, multi-platform. It was released with another game on the Xbox. I think it was this and Star Wars Rogue Squadron or something like that kind of game. 13, I actually got this in Hamilton. I'd been trying to find it for cheap enough here in the city of Toronto, never found it. Saw it in a Hamilton video game store for really cheap, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I also have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, but it's just disc only. I rented Pro Skater 4 mostly from Rogers Video, and I thought I might as well grab the other Pro Skater games as well. And last for my complete games are Beautiful Joe 2 and Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble. I actually got this from a deal on Kijiji. I also got Dragon Ball Z Sagas, which is also in this collection. I got the two of them for $10, and Beautiful Joe 2 I've had for a long time. I actually played this when I was younger, and I never finished it, but I always liked the sort of cel-shaded graphic style of this game, and it's sad that I haven't really gone back to the series in a long time. Last up is my stack of incomplete games. First, here is 007 Nightfire, Medal of Honor Frontline. Sadly, an incomplete copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee, just missing the manual in that. All these games are just missing their manuals. Disney's Chicken Little, got that dirt cheap from EB Games. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, again, EB Games. Freestyle Metal X. Now, this one here, I found the empty case for it at a Value Village, and I found it disc only at an EB Games, and I just put the two together. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Mario Party 7. As I mentioned before when I was talking about Mario Party 4, I do have another one in the series, but I've actually never gotten around to playing this. I got this from a Salvation Army, or actually I got it from a Goodwill, but I never got around to playing this. There's no point in really playing a Mario Party game on your own. It's kind of sucky. Mega Man X Command Mission. Now, when I saw this, I was kind of pissed that it wasn't the Mega Man X Collection on the GameCube, but still, a Mega Man game on the GameCube, I just had to grab it. Now, this I had it for many years, actually, since I first had the system. It's this playable demo disc. It features demos for Sonic DX Adventures Cut, Sonic DX Adventure Director's Cut, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Viewful Joe, and Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, as well as a demo from Soul Calibur 2, and 2 playable demos for the Game Boy Advance, which are WarioWare Inc. and Dr. Mario, and a couple of other videos or whatever. Sims 2 and the Herbs, Sims in the City. The Herbs I also have on the DS, and I did play that version for a long while, sadly. World Tour, X-Men Legends, and X-Men Next Dimension. And the last game here, which I actually did play for a while, and I don't know what happened to the manual for this because I bought it brand new back in the day. And the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that came with this are in my Yu-Gi-Oh card binders, actually. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom. I haven't really played it since I got it. That's my entire GameCube game collection. I also have the startup disc for the Game Boy Player, but that's not really a game, so I didn't include it in this video. Thank you if you sat through the entire video and made it to the end. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And, yep, check out my website, my Twitter, my Facebook. They're all in the description below. And that's it. That's all I have to say. This video is almost 24 minutes, so I should just cut it off here. See ya.